What's a regret you'd like to do something about? Most of us treat regrets like a verdict of guilty as charged. Evidence that we've got something wrong, that we wasted time, that we should have known better. And so we file them away and try not to look at them too often. I think that's a mistake, and I want to tell you why. Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Broom. Welcome to a Things to Think About video. I'm in my 8th decade, and I have regrets I've been living with for a while. The deepest one is that I didn't build stronger relationships, intimate relationships, real friendships, the kind where someone actually knows you. What got in my way was fear. I was afraid that if someone I cared about actually saw me the way I saw myself, they would reject what they found. And so I kept that part of me hidden. What I didn't understand back then was the cost. You can't build a deep relationship with someone you won't let in. And I didn't let people in. And most of them, understandably, eventually stopped trying. To be honest, though, I didn't know that my life would have been better if I had done it differently. I have a full life. Work I enjoy, books I'm writing, trip to Paris I'm planning. The regret lives alongside that success. You can be okay and still feel the ache of something you didn't make happen. There's a second regret, less personal, but just as real. I made a lot of money in my life, but I didn't manage it well. Right now, I can afford that trip, but I couldn't have last month. And if my earnings stop 6 months from now, I'll have nothing beyond my Social Security to rely on. That's what poor financial management looks like after 8 decades. And what that regret is telling me is simple. I need to feel secure. I feel that a bit every day. 2 very different regrets. One about how I didn't let people in, and one about how I managed what I had. Both pointing at something very alive in me right now. Here's what strikes me about that. A regret isn't only about the past. It isn't only grief for what you didn't do or didn't have. If you look at it carefully, if you actually stay with it instead of flinching away, a regret is pointing at something alive in you right now. Think about it this way. If the need were gone, the regret would be gone too. You don't ache for things you no longer want. The ache tells you that. The regret isn't a eulogy, it's a map. With the relationship regret, I started doing the thing I spent most of my life avoiding, letting people actually see me. I've been more open with my sister than I've ever been. And recently I've been invited into a family, into a role that you might want to call a Dutch uncle. I didn't engineer it. I just stopped hiding. And something opened up that wouldn't have otherwise. With the money, it's still unresolved. A year ago, I started a YouTube channel to generate some income. I've become part of a new local community, offering my services at rates that make sense for where I am. And it's actually working. What I'm hoping is that I can keep working long enough that I never have to find out what happens if I can't. Hope isn't very practical, but it's what I've got. That's the practice. Not solving it, not having it figured out. Just moving, however imperfectly, in the direction the regret is pointing. So what's your regret? Not the surface one. Not the one you'd mention at a dinner party. What's the regret that you sit with in quiet moments? The one with some actual weight to it. When it surfaces, here are a few things worth thinking about. What is this regret actually pointing to? Not what you did or didn't do, but what need is alive in you right now. Is it a need you've been ignoring? Or is it one you didn't even know you had until the regret pointed to it? And is there something, however small, you could do today about that need? If you regret not taking more risk, what does that say about your current relationship to being safe and what it's costing you? If you regret not saying certain things to certain people, what does that say about what you still need to express and to whom? If you regret time spent chasing things that turned out not to matter much, what does that tell you about what does matter to you and whether you're actually living accordingly? Your regrets know what you value. Your regrets know the gap between who you've wanted to be and who you've been. Our regrets know what you still need, even now. And that is worth paying attention to. It would have been easier to do that all along, but it's still worth doing even now. Whatever your regret is pointing to, the need underneath it is real. It's yours, and it isn't finished with you yet. And you already know which one it is. If this gave you something to think about, the next video in this series takes on another question worth sitting with. I'll see you there, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.